And night two of the Democratic convention is expected to feature an extraordinary personal attack by an ex-president on the current chief executive. It will follow an equally rare attack by a former first lady that struck a nerve at the White House today. Here's CBS's Ed O'Keefe.
Joe Biden courted Latino voters today, telling Hamilton composer Lin-Manuel Miranda that President Trump, who discussed progress on the border wall in Arizona today, had let Latinos down.
He's failed the Latino community time and again in order to satisfy the vicious right wing of his party that, in fact, just keeps feeding raw meat to. That's the opposite of what we should be doing in the country.
Tonight, Democrats formally nominate Biden and running mate Kamala Harris, with Biden's wife Jill as the evening's headliner. But yet again, Republicans will be featured prominently. There's an unexpected message from John McCain's widow, Cindy, who narrates this video about the friendship Biden had with her late husband, the 2008 Republican presidential nominee.
John and Joe traveled thousands of miles together. The families got to know each other.
McCain isn't expected to formally endorse Biden, but the president was a frequent critic of her husband before and after his death. And George W. Bush's former Secretary of State Colin Powell will speak and endorse Biden. He also backed former President Barack Obama. Former President Bill Clinton tonight is set to sharply rebuke Mr. Trump for his handling of the pandemic and economic downturn, arguing he's created chaos. That follows former First Lady Michelle Obama's takedown of Mr. Trump last night.
Donald Trump is the wrong president for our country. He has had more than enough time to prove that he can do the job, but he is clearly in over his head. He cannot meet this moment. He simply cannot be who we need him to be for us. It is what it is.
The president lashed out at Mrs. Obama on Twitter and to reporters.
I know she was over her head. I thought her speech was very divisive, and frankly, I wouldn't even be here if it weren't for Barack Obama.
Mr. Trump also claimed he had never heard of former Homeland Security official Miles Taylor, who endorsed Biden yesterday. But Taylor today tweeted photographic proof and said other Republicans will soon follow his lead.
And Ed O'Keefe joins us now from Wilmington, Delaware. So, Ed, the last person to defeat an incumbent president was Bill Clinton in 1992. We're going to hear from him tonight. What's his message going to be?
Yeah, consider this, Nora. Biden leads President Trump overall, but trails him on the question of who's best equipped to turn around the economy. So like he does almost every 4 years, Bill Clinton's going to deliver a kind of "it's the economy, stupid" style speech tonight to buck up Biden. Clinton aides say he's incensed by the deaths of so many Americans at the hands of this pandemic, and he'll say in part, quote, "At a time like this, the Oval Office should be a command center. Instead, it's a storm center." Nora?
Ed O'Keefe, thank you. And a programming note, we will have live coverage of the convention tonight and all this week at 10 Eastern, 9 Central. We hope you will join us.